Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got quite a bit to talk about in today's video, including Arma 3 having a free-to-play week. You can play until Sunday, January 19th for free. Arma 3 is one of those games that I feel like is an essential to any PC library, and if you've yet to check it out, at least try it as the free week, and then make your decision on whether or not you want to pick it up after that. Speaking of free, a brand new free-to-play game is coming in Magic Legends, based on Magic the Gathering, the popular card game. Game looks really good, and it is available to sign up for beta testing right now. And then we've also got a great deal on Slay the Spire over on Steam. This is a fantastic game that hasn't been going on sale all too often, but right now we got a pretty good deal on that, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, Arma 3 is available with a free week until January 19th. Arma 3 is a fantastic game, although it is a little bit more on the realistic side, so maybe for some people it won't be directly your cup of tea right away. However, it's a game with so much depth to it and so much longevity to it as well. With all the mods and the multiplayer layers that the game offers, it is so worth it, and you can spend an obscene amount of time with it. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't played it recently, so a lot of the changes are gonna go a little over my head. This is a game that Bohemia definitely stays committed to and consistently rolls out updates. I probably haven't played it since the beginning of 2019-ish, so that's a considerable amount of time for Arma 3 standards, but check it out for free. You're probably really gonna enjoy it. I highly recommend you go into this game with a couple of friends, and that's how you're gonna have the best experience possible. And I should also note that if you do want to ultimately buy the game to own, it is enjoying a significant discount right now as well. The base game 70% off for $8.99, but you'd really want to get one of the more premier editions. The Ultimate Edition is pricey at $49.40, but that's still 65% off. The Apex Edition, which includes Arma 3 cards, Arma 3 helicopters, and Arma 3 marksmen, and Arma 3 Apex, of course, that is 72% off for $21.19. And then the Contact Edition, which includes Arma 3 and Arma 3 Contact, is available for $26.98. They do also have all the DLCs separately discounted, so that's an option as well. Fantastic game. Try it out for free. You're probably really gonna like it, and then, again, you can make the decision. I probably would get the Apex Edition. If you can fork over the Premier $49.40 and get the Ultimate Edition, that's definitely worth it given all the content you're getting. Even getting the base game is gonna offer you a lot of longevity, so thought I would make note of that. Alright, moving on from that, Magic Legends is launching in 2020 for PC. Beta testing is kicking off this spring. So free-to-play, massively multiplayer, online action RPG, Magic Legends will be hitting PC in 2020. It will be coming to PS4 and Xbox One in 2021, but let's focus on the PC version. This was announced by publisher Perfect World Entertainment and developer Cryptic Studios. The first beta test will be held this spring and introduce two new Planeswalker, the Earth-Shattering Geomancer and the Psychic Power-wielding Mind Mage. Coming from Steven Rakosa, the executive producer of the game, he noted, quote, "Our entire team was overwhelmed by the incredible response we received from gamers and Magic the Gathering fans when we announced Magic Legends last month. Now we're excited to reveal a first look at what makes this game truly special. We can't wait for players to assume the role of a Planeswalker and collect powerful spells to take on some of the most dangerous adversaries in the known multiverse." An overview of the game from Perfect World was also posted, and I do want to take you guys through that. From the developers behind Neverwinter comes a new top-down, massively multiplayer online action RPG featuring fast-paced combat inspired by Magic the Gathering. An ancient force moves in darkness, posing an ever-growing threat to the entire multiverse. Players will experience the power of becoming a Planeswalker as they discover exciting mana-based spells and strategically build out the perfect hand of balanced attacks to control the chaos of the battlefield. While openly exploring the vast plains from Magic the Gathering, players will fight alongside iconic characters and legendary creatures made popular by the original card game. The game's key features note: become a Planeswalker, walk your own path, control the chaos, collect and upgrade, fight together. The game will feature up to 3-player cooperative play, including you. But it does make an emphasis that the game can be played completely solo, and again, the two classes that have been introduced include the Geomancer, draws upon the power of the earth to pummel enemies in close quarters with devastating stone and lava attacks. They are capable of absorbing blows that would otherwise incapacitate other Planeswalkers with their rock shields. Geomancers prefer to call upon creatures like goblins and earth elemental. And then we've also got the Mind Mage, personifies cool intellect as a Planeswalker that focuses on psychic powers. They can battle enemies from a safe distance, controlling projectiles with telekinetic powers, and lock down dangerous foes with spells that put them to sleep or turn them against their allies. So again, the beta testing signups are open right now, and the beta testing will kick off this spring. It's a free-to-play game. I'm excited to see how it turns out. These top-down action RPGs are definitely up my alley, and the gameplay trailer does look rather good, so excited to see how this game ultimately turns out. I know Magic the Gathering is a huge IP, even though it's not something that's completely up my alley. It is still something that I know is incredibly notable and one of the biggest card games ever, and Magic as an IP is just a colossal IP, so there we have it. Beta testing kicks off this spring with a release plan for sometime in 2020. Lastly, I do quickly want to note that Slay the Spire is enjoying its seemingly steepest discount yet, as it's 50% off for $12.49. This is a phenomenal game, and it's really hard to explain and sell people on, but it's a combination of a card game and a dungeon crawler. If you told me what they were going for on paper, I would be like, this game is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way that something like this could work, but if you check the Metacritic score, it's got an 89 on Metacritic and an overwhelmingly positive reception on Steam, one of the highest receptions I've ever seen. 48,013 all-time reviews, 97% of those are positive. What it offers is the layers of gameplay that are offered from a dungeon crawling title and a card game go hand in hand so well, and building your deck as you go through the levels and you actually dungeon crawl, it's so interesting because there's so many strategic decisions. You don't want to be taking every card because you want to keep a thinner deck so you can get to your most important cards. A lot of mechanics that are pretty abundant in regular card games, but when you add that layer of also adding the dungeon crawling component and then adding all of these different items, it is just such a unique game, and I highly recommend anyone that's into card games or into dungeon crawling titles to give Slay the Spire a look, because it's a dynamic game, it's an ever-changing game, and it is so freaking addictive. I cannot get past how addictive this game is. Kind of gotten past my addiction to this game at this point. I bought this game while it was still in early access, right at the end of its early access period, because I knew the price was going up and I got a good deal on it, and man, it was one of the best buys that I ever had. You've got north of 250 cards, north of 150 items, north of 50 unique combat encounters, 50 plus mysterious events, daily climbs, custom modes. There's a lot of replayability in the game, and for $12.49, I highly recommend it. If any of you guys have played it, maybe you can add on to your experiences with the game, because it is an exceptional game, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Probably one of my favorite games of 2019. It's definitely up there, and going into playing Slay the Spire, I definitely wouldn't have said that. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, enjoy a free-to-play week on Arma 3. Fantastic game, and one of those games that I really do consider to be an integral part of any PC library, kind of a game that you have to own. Magic Legends will be kicking off its beta testing this spring, and it's aiming for a launch sometime in 2020 on PC. Slay the Spire, 50% off, $12.49 for that is fantastic, so I highly recommend you guys pick that up. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.